Hi guys, my name is Sefunmi, aka Sefunmi the Storyteller, and you're welcome to the Storyteller TV. Please make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification button to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be giving interesting and amazing content. You are going to love it. Please, once again, click the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. I love you. Stay tuned. So guys, today I am going to be talking about how I got the idea to make my film Onitemi. Onitemi is a 2019 feature movie that was shot with Yoruba language, and it's a personal story to me. It means a lot to me. So today I'm going to be talking about how I got the idea for the story and how I gathered my friends around and we made that movie. If you have not seen the movie, spoilers ahead. If you have not seen the movie, you can quickly go and check it. I'm going to drop a link to the movie below. Make sure you click it and watch the movie, then come back to this video. But before leaving, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you. So back to the story. Onitemi was born out of a script that I had written a couple of years back. It's actually a film that I'd written in English language. It's a couple of years, but the title of the script is should I say the title of the script or the title of the story? But the title, it's a film that I'd written about 3 years ago, and it has to do the original story was supposed to be about 4 guys who are friends, and they all hang out at a particular bar every Friday and discuss about their life during the week, their relationship. So that original script was about looking at love relationship from the perspective of the guys. I have seen a lot of movies, a lot of stories that have talked about love, but most times it has always been from the perspective of the women. But I felt, okay, let me try to tell the story from the perspective of these guys. What do these guys think in this relationship? If you give a madman the cutlass or the hoe to farm, they are probably going to cultivate the land towards their side. So now this is me saying, okay, let's try to see what goes on in the mind of a guy in a relationship. So that's how I got the idea. But I wrote it and I kept it, and I was saying, okay, one day I'm going to make this movie, one day I'm going to shoot it, there's no money, I have to also get money to make this movie, and money never came. And that's because maybe I wasn't just ready. Boom, out of nowhere, I saw a web series online called The Men's Club. I think it's on Red TV or so, The Men's Club. And I'm like, oh my god, this is my idea. And I'm like, what's going on? Because the concept of The Men's Club, the season 1, was almost like what I envisioned for the story for my own film. And I'm like, wait, how did this happen? But I'm sure they probably didn't get, you know what they say, ideas fly around. If you think you have an idea, it's probably in the mind of 1,100 other people. It's all about you acting fast. And I won't say I regret that I didn't act fast, because it's not also good to pressure yourself too much about something, and then you have to go and do something criminal to make sure to not put that happen. So thank God I wasn't putting so much unnecessary burden on myself. So I said, wait, now that these guys have made this web series, and the Red TV guys, I say they have the money, so they my dream actors, my dream location, they shot it, and everybody saw the movie. I'm like, wait, have I lost this idea? This is how I'm going to lose this idea. And then one night I was just thinking, I said, wait, instead of just letting go of this entire idea, why not just pick a bit of it and then look for something else and add to it, and then make another story out of it? Then I remembered something that happened to me while I was in secondary school. It is a love that never happened. Maybe it almost happened, but it never happened. So happens that, quick backstory of the story of the original story. It's my personal story and reflected in Onitemi. So it's a story, there was this girl, I think I was in JSS2, then. And my school, I schooled in Kwara State, or in Baptist High School. It's a big school in Kwara State, and we have a lot of students. And there was this particular, I was in a boarding house, and I was in the hostel one day, and everybody kept talking about one particular girl, that this girl is, she's beautiful, but she's very strict, and if you go near her, she's going to report you. As a matter of fact, she had reported another of her classmates to a teacher, a female teacher, home economics teacher, and I think the way the teacher handled the situation was very, very awkward. She embarrassed the guy in front of the girl, and it was a big topic, and it became a public gist in the school then. So everybody was scared of this lady, of approaching. Then she was a girl. Everybody was scared of approaching this girl. Then in my mind, I didn't even know this guy. I was like, who be this girl, self, where everybody they run from? Who is this particular guy? Then I got curious and I got interested. And then I did the research. It wasn't a bet, but it was almost like a bet, because everybody got to know what I was up to, and they wanted to know how it is going to turn out. Okay, maybe this guy is they are going to expel this guy or something. And then I just waited for her one evening, and I waited at the dining hall. She didn't come, so I sent a junior to her room, and they sent for her. And then when she came, I told her that, I think, let me try to remember the exact words I used that then. I think I said, hi, my name is Sheon Afolabi, and I think I like you, and I want to be close. I want us to be close friends. I want to get to know you better. I want us to. It was very awkward, I was a teenager. I was a teenager then. This young boy without experience. All the love stories we had seen were in novels and maybe Nollywood movies. All thanks to Nollywood movies, they taught us a lot of stuff. They were the closest things we could get to romantic. So I told her, and she listened. I was shaking, my chest was beating like more. What if this girl slaps me? What if this girl screamed at me? What are the many things that's going to happen? But I just, as a guy man, I just said it, and I was waiting for her. And the next thing she said is, are you really serious? Are you really serious? Yeah, I am not ready for boys. I was sent here to come and study, and if at all I'm going to have anything to do with you, you have to wait till I'm done with my school. And then she turned back and started catwalking back to the hostel, and I was there standing. And then the moment she left, all the guys, all my colleagues, all my friends, they have been hiding around. They turned and were like, wait, this guy. So they started respecting me, because the girl did not. Okay, we're expecting that the next day they were going to call my name on the assembly ground, and that's it. Then the next day nothing happened. The following day nothing happened. Then everybody started giving me some level of respect. So that's the idea of the story. So if you have seen Onitemi, you will see how the story transpired in Onitemi. So I brought this personal experience together. I said, okay, let me put a story. Let me see some part of my old script that some other people had made into a web series, or made similar idea into a web series. So I said, okay, let me put this story, give it as a backstory, that my personal story. Let me use it as a backstory for a particular character's journey in the story of Onitemi. And that's what I did. And then I created the character, the Sefunmi character that everybody loved. Everybody people could not have enough of Sefunmi. So I just felt, okay, how I created Sefunmi, I was thinking, Sefunmi, I believe that love is so sweet. Love can be cold and hot at the same time. You can love somebody so much that the love becomes so consuming, and then you are just overprotective of this person. You want to keep them to yourself alone. You don't want to share, and if care is not taken, you might be overreacting. So that was the idea behind Sefunmi. And then I related it to another of my friends who I had met on another set. I think I met Damilola officially on Borokini. Borokini is another wonderful project. It's currently showing on Africa Magic Yoruba, and I think it's online too at Rare TV, Rare TV, RARE TV on YouTube. You can check it out. So she did a wonderful character. I was the assistant director of that project, and then I met her. I observed that I felt, okay, this lady is promising and she's good. So when it was time for me to make this Onitemi, that happens to now be my first official feature film, so I approached her and I told her about the whole thing, and she caught into it. I think I even have a discussion with a Sefunmi, that is Damilola Oni, and it's on this channel. You can go down below, find a video, and watch us interact about how we made Onitemi. It's going to be, you are going to enjoy it, trust me. So check it out. So back to the story, because I'm a storyteller, I keep jumping back and forth. I'm so sorry, I apologize, but I know you bear with me. Thank you. So that's how I brought these characters together, and then I called a friend of mine. I called for Shefunmi's husband, Shegun. I had two people in mind. I think I had Latif Adedemeji in mind for the husband, but Latif was busy, he wasn't available, and he was requesting that if I can move the date of my shoot, and I said no, there's so many things at stake. I had talked to the other crew, talked to the other actors, even the equipment I'm going to use, I've already communicated to the people that were going to give me. So it's going to be very difficult for me to call everybody back and say, I'm sorry, we had to pick another date. So, and we both understood, okay, we had to do it. So the next person that I was going to call would have to be Rotimi Salami, who is a very good friend also, that I have also worked with on other projects like Jack of all trade. So I called Rotimi. Rotimi agreed to do it. We discussed, and in fact we booked the dates. I even went as far as getting a fashion designer to make clothes and all that. But this is Nollywood, this is industry. A lot of things happen that you may not plan for. So it turns out that Rotimi would not be able to do it because he had to be unavoidably absent, and we're already shooting. So what am I going to do? I was tense, I was confused, but then the show must go on. That's what I was taught in school. I studied theater and performing arts, and the major slogan, if I can remember clearly back in school, is no matter what happens, the show must go on. So the show must go on. Then I called my people. I said, okay, a few of my inner circles, the Akinola Kan, who is also an actor on the set, Mimi Sola Daniel, who is also an actor. I said, okay guys, at in a problem, meaning we don't get problem, we have an issue and we need to settle to it. Okay, I need a replacement for this actor. I need a replacement for the actor that is Rotimi to play the character within a few hours. I need the new actor to arrive because we already started shooting and we had scheduled the part to happen that day. So I said, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice today for that part and waiting the following day. So everybody kept mentioning names. Okay, Shewan Awonisi was there too, and they were mentioning random names from actors in the industry, and I'm like, nah. The character that I have created, the major people I was saying is Latif Adedemeji, then Rotimi, then Jide Awubono. Jide Awubono is another person that came to mind too, and he was also busy. These actors with Sabi, they are always booked too. They are always busy because they are good. So he was busy too. And then they keep mentioning names. I said I wasn't convinced. Then somebody mentioned Babatunde Aderere's name, and I liked the name. I couldn't recall the face, but I liked the sound of the name. I said, okay, let me see a picture. They showed me the picture. I like the physique. I like that. In fact, I even like the fact that he's not even an actor that is very popular yet, but a very fantastic actor, whom I have also worked with on Borokini. He played a small part in Borokini, and he did it very well. It got my attention, but I never knew that there was going to be a day that we're going to work together, or it was going to be that soon. So we called Tunde. Lanre, my gaffer, Lanre knows him directly, called him and says, Tunde, this is what's happening. We need you we are shooting in Ibadan, and I think he was coming from Abeokuta. We need you in Ibadan. If you can come, they explained the whole thing, and I spoke with him, and I was surprised. Tunde showed up and in time, and he played the character. We didn't plan for him to play the character, but when he came, I took a few minutes to tell him my vision for the character, for the story, and all the whole thing. And he read the script, and like a professional, he took it and it became Shegun that you all loved. If you have seen the movie, you will testify that he really played the character very well. And if you have not seen the movie, you are dull, you better go back and watch it. I'm going to drop a link to the video or the full film below, or you can simply just check Rare TV, RARE TV on YouTube and search for Onitemi. You are going to see it. Please watch it. So that's the idea behind Onitemi. That's how we got the story of Onitemi. That's how I got the story. And then I called my friend. The first person I think I called was Akinola Akonwo, and I said, guy, I want to make this movie, and you are coming on board. You have no option, because I have met Akinola Akonwo on Awaladun Day, and I liked that he was and he's still a disciplined actor, and he's good. So I shared the vision with him, and he connected to it, and he supported me all the way. Then the next person I think I called was is either Demilade or Lara. I think I called either, was it Lara or Demilade? I called either of them afterwards, and then they came on board. They saw the vision, they supported me, and everybody went on into it, and then we made Onitemi. So that was the idea behind Onitemi. One thing that I think every aspiring filmmaker, upcoming filmmaker, and even filmmakers that would say they have arrived, I think one thing we should pick from this lesson is surround yourself with like mind. Surround yourself with positive energy, people that would see your vision and connect with it, and will even take it extra miles, even beyond your expectation, beyond what you have planned. They would take it further. So I was lucky to have these people around me, and they showed me their support. So you can be deliberate about the kind of people you keep around you. Be deliberate in your networking. Network with the right people, and don't take relationship for granted. If you meet people, try to understand them, what they do, and how you can be a part of their world if they need be, and see how they can be a part of your world if need be. So on Onitemi, everybody that I work with on Onitemi were people that I had met from other sets. Were people that I had met from other jobs that I had to work either as a PA or as a, because there were times that I had to be production assistant. So there were people that I met when I was a production assistant. There were people that I met when I was assistant director. There were people that I met when I was just visiting the set, and they all came together and support me. So this is the end of my story. I'm a storyteller. If you leave me, if you have all the time, I will keep talking from now till tomorrow. Although my talk may be incoherent, but I want to believe that that's aspiring filmmaker, that young filmmaker out there that is looking at making his or her own movie someday. I hope my story would inspire you. Don't give up on your dreams, even when it feels like, okay, the story you want to tell, somebody else has told it. Find a way of rebranding it. Find a way. In fact, you can even tell the same story, because there are different perspectives to the same story. It is your story, your own version of the story. So tell it. Don't trash it because, okay, somebody else. Don't be intimidated by it. Okay, they have more money and they would have executed it better or something. Just stick to your own vision and try to do what you have to do. You never can tell. We all have our different audience. I made Onitemi. It could be, maybe God wants me to make Onitemi for one particular person that may not see the film if I had not made it, and other people might have made the same story or similar stories, but that person may not get it, or may not even get to see the film. But I had to do it. So don't give up. Go out, shoot your shot, make your film, tell your story. Please, once again, click the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. I love you. Stay tuned.